Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Monday, the 7th of October, 2024. This is a recording this morning as I have to have my COVID and flu jabs, and Mike Birch will be running the field a little bit later. So then, looks at the synoptic situation. So this was as of midnight last night, and as I mentioned before, this low pressures out of the Atlantic are now starting to get their act together, and they've got rid of this high pressure that's now well to the east. An additional feature, of course, is we've got Hurricane Kirk down the bottom, which I'll briefly cover again in a minute. But basically, if I run this through to midday today, we're going to be left in a very moist southwesterly airflow over Lasham. If we run it forward to tomorrow, it's not significantly better tomorrow either, and even Monday. Wednesday looks a little bit sad as well. Okay, spot winds are not playing for me today, but it's really windy up today. It's interesting. There's a lot of wind out in the Atlantic, as you can see, but hardly any over the country, which is slightly odd. And this is Kirk down here. If I just run through the prediction for Kirk's movement over the next few days, UK is up here out to one side somewhere, and it's going to travel basically south of UK and then maybe up into Scandinavia as it slowly dies out. So that's going to leave us wind at Lasham today actually quite calm. It's indicating, but it's going to be a southwesterly flow over Lasham throughout the day. Cloud. If you look at the cloud cover we have at the moment, we're relatively clear. If I run it forward, you can see some of these are showers that are building up in the English Channel at the moment, and they'll be rushing through. It's going to be a bit of showery day on and off, I think. But this one here is the largest one, which is probably going to hit Lasham in the next half hour or so. So that's going to be about 8:30, I think, and then it should be reasonably clear after that. Okay, and there's that rain I was just on about. So that rain there is what I've literally just predicted. But after that, you can see we're just really left in a line of showers. It's going to be hit and miss whether or not they hit Lasham today. So if I run through the rain forecast, there's that big shower I was referring to. And then after that, there's going to be sunshine and showers throughout the day, hit and miss about whether or not they do actually hit Lasham or not. A local forecast is indicating quite a pleasant day, actually, sunshine and showers. The showers got a couple of heavy showers. I've got noticed between about 12 and 2. I think this is where maybe the odd little thunderstorm might possibly pass through. But a fairly light southwesterly flow today, but with gusts up to 22, 23. And that will probably determine the fact that it's probably going to be on runway 23. We can accept the lighter winds on 27 for sure, but not with the 23 knot gusts. That's going to really make it out of the crosswind limits. GFS is giving us a max temperature today of 18 with a dew point down at 11. This is a view outside the window a little bit earlier, and there are a couple of these higher Q coming through. If I just refresh that now, so that's what we've literally got now at just before 8 o'clock this morning. Local temperature is about 12 degrees with dew point down at 10, and the temperature and dew point split are fairly steady at the moment. Okay, so our Odium are giving us 6 knots from the southeast at the moment, a few clouds at 900 feet. And their TAF is indicating scattered showers, clouds at about 1,800 feet. And broken clouds at 1,400, possible Q-NIMS later on, and heavy showers associated with that. And if I run through the Farnborough, the mid-tower 6 knots from the south at the moment, but their TAF is giving 7 knots from the south, scattered clouds at 2,500 feet, with a 40% probability temporarily between 12 and 4 o'clock today, broken clouds at 1,200 feet, Q-NIMS and heavy rain showers. Okay, this significant forecast, if I run this through the day, so obviously we're down here somewhere, so it's reasonably clear at the moment. The showers, one shower is probably going to dissipate, and it's just leaving us in sort of 1,500 to 2,000 foot cloud base for a while. These symbols, funnily enough, are missed, but they're going to be associated with any lower cloud, but I think that might sort of dissipate before it hits us today. So it's just indicating really a cloud base between about 1,500 and 2,000 today. And some of these showers are going to start building. So it's at 12 o'clock. If I run that forward, so it's giving thunderstorms here just over my house, literally at about 2 o'clock today, and then maybe venturing a little further north as the afternoon goes on. SkySight, so their point forecast is giving us cloud base rising to about 2,000, 2,500, perhaps in the middle of the day. This here is just indicating the top covering that very large shower that's just about to come through. Don't expect any thermals today, although they are saying there will be a bit of air mass rising. Wind, though, they're giving about 220, 10 knots with gusts out to 20, which I mentioned earlier. Okay, NOTAMs today. Only real NOTAMs of note are 24 is Barton Stacey, 27 is the usual Uphaven telephone change, 28 is flares in the evening at Blackbush up from 7 o'clock onwards, and 37 is Otmore. Okay, so if you run through the airfield operations today, Mike Birch will be running the field today, as I mentioned earlier. Thanks, Mike, for standing in. So here's a cross section from Odium. So you might still have this lower cloud initially just passing through. Then it's going to be quite clear. The cloud base around about 1,800 feet thereabouts. But there are warnings of thunderstorms. I think they're likely to be in the afternoon. They're not really giving any gusts either. 180, 10, 210, thereabouts. It's going to be quite a difficult run to set up today, but I think it'll probably be on runway 23. So there's no reported movements at the moment. There'll be a moist south-southwesterly out over Lasham today. Some showery activity may be heavy at times. Low cloud clearing by about 10, and mean cloud base going to be about 1,800 feet today. Wind south-southwesterly on the surface all day. Watch out for gusts 20 knots at times. And the gusts might be associated with any thunderstorms that wander around. I'll leave it to Mike Birch, but it will likely be 2-3 setup. He may go on to 2-7. I'll leave that to him. He's actually going to be on the ground. Okay, 4K21s, 3K13s available all day. 1K21 is booked and 1K30 is booked on the booking system. That's Kevin Birds and Charles Baker. SH2, 775 and 4 are our Boeing. All other gliders are free. Watch out for missing canopies. I've made a note of that now. It's just starting to get that time of the year. First thing in the morning, last thing in the evening. Be careful with canopies missing prior to getting airborne. Good general reminder about the buggies, and Simulator would be available today if anyone would like to use it. Here's the booking list. Kev Burns has got Mark Reynolds a bit later on for some K21 work. Charles Baker has got John McAlealy later. Otherwise, pretty well gliders free. Clive's got a K21 booked in the morning, I see. And trial lessons, should be trial lessons today. So whoever's flying that will have a choice of a K13 or a K21. That's literally going to be their choice. And we've got no people on the cancel list today. Okay, so it's likely going to be 2-3, so I'll just brief that quickly. So it'll be winching on the eastern side, aerotail on the western side, and the wind is pretty well straight down the strip. Winch down the far end, and we're using the boom up the side of the runway for the cables. Okay, have a great day today. I'll be recovering from my jabs and having a day off, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Please support Mike. I know he'll appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.